completed the chemical properties and the general properties, and we will see about the morphological properties of the viruses. Morphology properties. In morphology, we have a size. So virus is the very small organism than all, and the infectious agent which causes the infection is known as the virus which causes the infection is known as a virion. So it is smaller than all organisms, and the infectious agent we'll call it as a virion, and the size varies from 20 Newton meter to 300 Newton meter. So the virus to 300 Newton meter. So this is the largest virus, which is the smallpox, and with the smallest virus we have a parvovirus. So these are the examples of based on the size, smallpox and the parvovirus. Next we'll have about the structure. In structure we have a genetic material. We have a nucleic acid with either a DNA or a RNA, and we have a capsule. This layer is called as a capsule. So this is a capsule. Again, capsule contain a small polypeptides or proteins which are known as a capsomeres. So these small units, subunits is called as a capsomeres. This capsule protect the nucleic acid, and the capsomeres surrounds the capsule for more protection, and they help for they protect the genome, and also they help in the attachment to the host cell, and they release the genome into the host cell. And now these capsid and capsomeres and capsid together called as a nucleic acid, nucleocapsid. So this full area is called as a nucleocapsid. And next, this nucleocapsid is surrounded by a envelope. It contains a envelope. This is a envelope. Envelope contains a lipid layer. So envelope is formed in a progeny by the host cell. Envelope is not formed by the virus, but it gets the envelope from the host cell where it has multiplied in the host. And envelope again contain a spikes which is called as a peplomers. So these are the peplomers. And it also contain a neuroaminidase. We have a neuroaminidase and the peplomers in the envelope for more protection of the virus. So this is the structure of the virus. So these structures all help for the protection of virus, and it protect the genome, and the capsid helps in the attachment, and it helps in the introduction of the genome into the host cell membrane. This is about the structure of the virus. We will see about the symmetry of a viruses. Next we have a symmetry of viruses. We have three symmetries of viruses. First one, icosahedral, helical and complex. First one, icosahedral. Icosahedral, it present as a equilateral triangle. It contains 20 facets and 12 corners or vertices. So this is the structure of the viruses. So it contains 12 corners. Examples of the icosahedral are the herpes virus and toga virus and adenovirus. So these are some examples of the icosahedral. In helical symmetry, the nucleic acid and the capsomeres, they bind together and it gives the appearance of a spiral. So this is the nucleic acid and these are the capsomeres, and they bind and they give in the spiral form appearance. Third one, we have a complex symmetry. Complex symmetry, some viruses does not have a symmetry of icosahedral or a helical symmetry. It has some complex symmetry. These are the symmetries of the viruses. So we have seen about the chemical properties and general properties, and in morphological properties we have seen about the size, which is about 20 to 300 Newton meter. The virus particle is called as a virion, and structure. In structure we have seen about the capsid, capsomeres, nucleic acid, peplomers, and the neuraminidase. I have not described this. So this is a neuraminidase structure. These all structures will help in the protecting the virus. And we have in symmetry we have a icosahedral, helical, and a complex symmetry. So this is about the structure of and the properties of a virus. We can inactivate the virus at these temperatures by heating it at 56 degrees centigrade for a few seconds. The virus gets inactivated, and for minutes at 37 degrees, and if we heat for days, it can inactivate at 4 degrees centigrade. Even it is not possible that every virus can die at these temperatures. Hepatitis B is the virus which can resist even up to a temperature of 60 degrees. And next we have about lipid agents. We can use the chloroform and detergents. So these are the materials. By using this we can inactivate the virus, but we cannot inactivate the naked virus. What are the naked viruses? We can inactivate the virus which contain a envelope. So if a virus contain envelope, we can inactivate this by using the chloroform or detergents. But naked virus, it does not contain a envelope. Envelope is absent, only it contain a capsid, capsomeres. So we cannot inactivate the virus, naked virus, which does not contain a envelope. And pH, by pH, the virus can be viable up to the pH of 5 to 9. So it can perform its activity at 5 to 9 pH. We can kill, it cannot stable in the more alkalinity or more acidity. So it can be killed by more alkalinity or more acidity. So we may take up to from 0 to 5 we may kill the virus, and from 9 to 14 we can kill the virus. So this is by the pH. And next we can use the radiations. We can kill some viruses by using UV ultraviolet rays, ionizing radiations, and even by using the sunlight. And also disinfectant. We can inactivate the virus by using the disinfectant. Disinfectants. What are the disinfectants we can use for killing the viruses? Hydrogen peroxide, hypochlorite, BPL. So hydrogen peroxide, hypochlorite, or BPL, these are the disinfectants which can be used for the inactivation of the virus. And by chlorination of water, by chlorinating the water, we can kill some viruses, but even hepatitis B and polio virus cannot be killed by the chlorination. So we cannot kill the hepatitis A and the polio virus. So we cannot kill these viruses even by a chlorination. So these are some disinfectant and radiations and pH by which we can inactivate the virus. So this is about the properties and structure symmetries of the viruses. In next class we will have about a new topic. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section. Please like, share and subscribe to our channel Paramedical Stream. Thank you.